How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video. So we've got ourselves one of the new hero cards, the what is it? The World Cup heroes, which I really like. Actually, I like the concept and what they've done with it. It's very unique, and I like that gold background. You got the Marvel cartoon type dynamic going on as well. So yeah, I really like the idea of these cards, and the upgrades are actually really nice, especially at this stage of the game. I'm actually quite impressed with how quickly it seems like they're releasing these high-end cards. The power curve seems to be going quickly. You have that. Like I was really surprised when I saw that 90 Vieira, for example. We wouldn't usually get that type of card till maybe March or something. It's crazy. I don't know. I just found that crazy. So yeah, these cards all look good. I really want to try a bunch of them. But yeah, we have Peter Crouch, arguably the worst one, but we did pack him out of the packs I was saving throughout the week, of course, with no promo. And yeah, I'll be honest, if you disregard the fact that it's Peter Crouch, the fact that it's a hero card, if you look at the card and really analyze it, it's really a mediocre, not even a mediocre, it's a diabolical looking card, right? Even with how the meta is on new gen and how it favors those lengthy type players, he's not top end, right? It's more of kind of a fun card. Now, although he might be suitable to some of you guys, I know there will be a few players out there who will be able to get a lot out of this card. Obviously it's going to be really dependent though on your playstyle. So, if you're good with crosses, your set pieces, he has some very good shooting mechanics as well. And then of course with the 4-star skills, if you can really utilize that, you might actually be able to, have fun with the card and do well. So the first thing that's very interesting though about this card is that on basic, he is controlled, which, he should be lengthy, because when you do think of the lengthy players throughout the years, Peter Crouch definitely pops up in your mind, because he's 6'7". So yeah, you can make him lengthy though with a bunch of chemistry styles, which I would definitely recommend. So yeah, the first area I kind of want to talk about is the, I guess, mobility. So the pace first, with the lengthy chemistry style, I would say it kind of feels like maybe mid 80s in pace. He's not rapid, not explosive, and I feel like the likes of Holland with that lengthy, those are the quickest. That's the quickest player I feel like I've used so far this game in terms of getting away. With Peter Crouch, he doesn't really have that. Although when he does get in behind, he does have a little bit of ability to kind of get some separation. Especially with those long strides. But yeah, generally I'd say the pace is pretty average, nothing too special. And then you have the dribbling, and I don't even think this is exaggerated. He has got to have some of the worst technical ability I've ever witnessed. Some of the touches he will be taking, for example, and maybe it's not necessarily down to him, it's just how clumsy he is, I guess, programmed in this game. But when I played into him, or there's a loose ball, it kind of just, sometimes I found it just bouncing off of him. He just doesn't have that technical ability, and also in tight spaces. If you try to maneuver, if you even try to dribble with him, it's really tough. Unless you can really utilize those 4-star skills effectively, it's going to be a nightmare. And I wasn't able to really figure it out, but yeah, it's really shocking, right? Trying to turn with this guy, because he truly feels like a school bus. It's not fun at all. You got the 70 agility and 55 balance. So yeah, as you can imagine, that's the stats translate exactly as you would envision it. So really the most realistic way you can play with them is just utilizing, playing off of them, utilizing your wingers and maybe the player in behind. Maybe if you use a 2-striker formation, that's definitely a good idea. You really want to just try to get the ball into his feet inside the box and then just shoot it. He has some great shooting mechanics. Although his hold-up play was really good. When it came to the link-up play, I'd say it was very, very inconsistent. There were times where I was like, wow, this guy, he does really well. But, that balance, of course, it just adds that unpredictability. You can't rely on him to consistently find that pass with accuracy. And then, like I said, the shooting, if you do find yourself in space, on his right foot in particular, because that 3-star weak foot, once again, noticeable. And I found on his left foot, he dragged his shots wide quite often. But on his right foot, he's got some very good shooting mechanics and animations in game. Maybe my only complaint with the shooting is that he doesn't have any traits, but yeah, very good, 90 finishing, the 85 shot power, and of course, he's a very good aerial threat, as you would imagine. If you can really get your crosses on point, if you're really good at your set pieces, I still haven't figured out the system that well in this game yet, but if you can really get that down, you'll obviously find some very good success with this guy, because no one's going to beat him really in the air if you can get the perfect delivery. He does have that 96 heading accuracy, and maybe the only thing I would really complain when it came to his attacking threat was his positioning at times, which is actually very frustrating, right? Because he has the medium work rates, which I would put it down to. So, for example, if I was running down the line with my winger, right, and I was looking inside the box, I would find he would kind of drift out wide and kind of congest my space a little bit, which you obviously don't want, especially for a player like this. He's going to be useless if he's on the ball out wide. You want him in the box as a target to find. So I noticed, he was oftentimes out of position, and he really didn't offer himself very well. So really my only big complaint when it came to his actual attacking prowess, the mobility, like I said, just it doesn't exist. And yeah, for me, it's just a card. I mean, I'm personally never going to use him again, with all due respect. Not a card for me. Probably not a card for most of you. Some of you might find him enjoyable. Maybe we'll be able to use him correctly, effectively. But yeah, for me, there's a reason why he's already discard price, and the cards just came out. So yeah, that's all I got to say, really. I appreciate you guys for watching, of course. Please comment down below who you'd like to see next, and thank you for watching.